Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Not the most lane-dominant pairing, and in general, Varus combined with Rakan, it just makes it go, it's fine, I guess. Outside the laning phase, it'll definitely have a lot of power. With this composition, they should be very happy to go into mid to late game. It's not guaranteed. I do think the Hanwha Life composition retains a lot of its explosiveness throughout the...
That's generally not what happens in that lane. Actually, rarely, if ever. As now, Viper will be forced to flash and cleanse to get out of this one. Now Delight, he doesn't have Fate's Call. He's got Peanut, though. Flash on in, and the chains are going to land on a Viper. He's in a lot of trouble as the Ren will not help him. His first blood as Bull sets that one up excellently. Ondil does steal away as now Bulldog is here, but the damage on the Cuz is going to be enough. And this play from Delight is huge. Allows the Q to land from the side of Peanut as well. As Delight's just going to press that R button.
Come over as well. Not going to be the case. Fortunately for Cuz, he's not tanky enough just yet, as they do get a second Drake here. So kills favorable. Hanwha Life also should be able to pick up some bronze. Oh boy.
Dude is in a lot of trouble here as he's just going to be stun locked to death. I mean, not much he could do in that scenario with Delight there as well. But with Delight in the top lane, now Bull
should though.
They should, yeah. You're right.
Oh, Peanut.
TP coming in as well. Dudu in a bit of trouble. Still does not have flash.
He's dead.
The kick is not going to allow the Q follow-up, but I don't think it matters. As waits for the charm, and they're trying to give this kill over to someone, and he's just healing. Doran will be able to pick up the kill eventually. As finally, Bulldog is building into resistances just yet, but eventually if you can get Mountain Soul, that would be pretty huge. As Doran, yeah, you can still get hit by that. It doesn't matter that you're behind the Rift Herald. He can still hit you with his ult, as was showcased.
A catch like that, you can use the opportunity, but worst case scenario, Dudu is getting fed in side lane, and this is just an individual Drake. It's not going to be the end of the world. They are going to go!
And he can also TP in, and look at this, Zeka is just 100-0, and he can't do anything to CC'd from beginning to end of his life as now Delight.
It's gone!
Flash to Fate's Call, and they're going to get the Mountain Drake, so Kwangdong Freaks. A pretty massive play as Hanwha Life Esports decided, no, we're just going to take this in front of you. Should be
for flank TP because if Cuz finds him with his ultimate, which, again, I think Cuz has been having the best couple of weeks. No one on Kwangdong really has, but
Hanwha Life Esports have not shown up so far, whereas Kwangdong Freaks have done the exact opposite. Now
looking to maybe only send Cuz over. They don't have a lot of control in the river. Cuz is there, though.
Yeah, I mean, they are going to make their way over here. Edge of Night is popped on that side. The wall does come down. They get the engage once again, and Zeka, nowhere for him to run, nowhere for him to hide. Peanut barely going to get away. As the jungler of Hanwha Life is so low, Viper doing his best to try to carry this one. Bull does get pretty low, but that's Delight now flashing away. Dudu trying to go on a 1v2 here. Not looking good for him. He is going to be taken out, and those 2v1 heroics from the side of Hanwha Life might just do it here, as the Drake does go over to Kwangdong Freaks, though. Can they get away with this Mountain Soul alive is really the question. Pushing forward as the stun here onto Delight is good, but a bit of a hurt place here for the side of Bulldog. Cuz just desperately wants to survive, but again, they got the Mountain Soul.
And you play against this Soul, winning the game is going to be extremely hard. Teleport is available here. Dudu might go towards the top wave. No, he's just TPing right in!
He's going right for the throat. Let's see if it can work out. They got to get in that pit as Cuz gets charmed, and he can't get in the pit, actually. And now the true damage is coming in. That's a bit of a disaster now for Kwangdong Freaks as Ondil in a lot of trouble. That's going to be the reset on the Rend as here comes Viper looking for more as they pick up a bunch more kills and the Baron.
Happy Orange in the...
Although now trying to get in there and steal the blue is Hanwha. There's Peanut with the kick, but that's an Aatrox. Do they have the damage? The answer is absolutely yes, with Zeka and Doran pretty fed at this point in time. The follow-up comes in, and this broken fight is so good for the side of Hanwha Life Esports. They pick them apart one by one, and now it's only Talia left alive as Kwangdong Freaks have well and truly fallen apart in this one.
They felt like it was an opportunity. They felt like they could go for this type of scrappy fight, but as you point out, Velas, like that's where the Hanwha Life composition shines. When you have these little 2v2s, 3v3s, Lee and Ari in particular, the amount of mobility they have is unmatched. It might just, that might just be it.
Game is just over. Okay, well, he's got the Zhonya's. He is going to delay some time, but oh, I'm not sure about that headbutt. Might not matter as the autos come in from the side of Doran. The turret will fall as long as they hit the Nexus. Hanwha Life Esports will end the game in 27 minutes. Stand behind Braum.
Oh, that's the stuff of dreams. That R5 Braum into a composition like Kwangdong, which is no help for him. This does mean that they do know, yeah, Cuz isn't here.
They're coming on in as, okay, that's going to be the knock-up and the stun follow-up. Peanut takes a massive amount of damage for the turret as they totally messed that one up. And Doran...
Hear what Doran or Dudu has to say about this.
He said, oh, it's not good. Oh, I got him. So a quick turnaround. Speaking of which, we go back into live and a quick turnaround here onto Cuz, who is just
relatively early. The team fights aren't really going to get better for Bull. There is so much zone control. Ondo isn't 6 just yet.
They're trying to get in there. It's pretty difficult to land that one onto a Callista. And Bull's going to set this one up, has his ult available. He's not going to commit to the stun flash.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, Doran's probably still in a bit of trouble. He's going to clear the wave as Aurelion does, but that stun once again is going to miss. But eventually you just flash on him and kill him, and down will go Doran. Down to hell. Dudu now trying to just dash over the wall, but Peanut is so fast already here and is going to throw down the Magnet Storm, and down will go Dudu. Just sticking around for a bit too long and gets caught by the teleport.
Cuz he is in this vicinity, but is he actually going to help out his lane, cover this crash? He's waiting.
Oh, just the run forward from Viper as he will cleanse afterwards immediately. Here is Cuz as the two junglers do butt heads, but Bull is out of this fight already, as is Ondil, as Zeka going to force that flash, and now the flash forward from Delight. He's going to set up the play as Viper as well is continuing to run this one down. It should be a couple of kills here for the side of Hanwha Life as they do dive the turret very successfully.
Looking at the Braum leveling, I will be very disappointed.
It has been a while since we've seen Braum,
but disappointed.
So yeah, that's sometimes even worse. Ondel, he misses the engage. Now he's totally out of position here, does not have his flash, and he is just gone. Level 7 Leona not able to do much at all.
He hasn't been bullied aggressively in lane, and he got a free early kill. I don't know about this.
Oh, looks fine. Stand behind Braum. They didn't even need to do that. Braum is the carry with all of his points and Q. And no dive is going to come through. Peanut, meanwhile, stunned mid-jump, but he's got second light. Try to make a stand here and take down this turret as a 3-man unit, and that they will. Takes it
outside of the map as well. And have to try and play through mid, but look at the vision control for Hanwha Life. How is Dudu ever going to find a flank angle?
It's going to be pretty rough. I mean, they've cleared out everything down. We will have Doran grouping up with this one. We'll try to provide a front line for the team alongside of Peanut. Flank coming in. Oh, that's going to be the route down onto the Syndra. As now here comes Dudu. Viper in a bit of trouble, but he flashes away from the Aatrox, and that should be good. Dudu is in the back line there, but a massive shockwave catches two of them. Azongo will be saved, thrown back in by himself, as Doran did buy a lot of time, but is it enough? I don't know. That front line is down for the side of Hanwha Life Esports, and that will be the Dragon over to the side of Kwangdong Freaks.
Lot invested.
And was able to do a nice job zoning the Aurelion, not nearly as much value in that extended fight, as now Braum is going to be engaged upon. He is rooted up here as now Peanut trying to help out his teammate, but gets caught himself. A double stun comes in from Ondil, is perfectly placed as the Shockwave just trying to deny this one. Doran going in 1v5 immediately, just going to be burst to smithereens. As down he will go, and now Kwangdong Freaks 5.
Gets the resets, you queue around, and Zeka gets his... No, it wasn't there. There was no backup. TP is going to come in here.
Yeah, this is going to be another straight-up 5v5, it looks like, as Dudu, when is he going to TP in? There it is. Damage already coming in. Ondil's got a nice little flank once again. And that north wall of the Baron has been a bit of an issue for the side of Hanwha Life Esports. Delight is holding up the wall, but Viper, he gets isolated in the backline. He's just dead, and the Varus damage is totally taken away. It's an absolute wipe to the side of Kwangdong Freaks, led by Dudu. As Bull, he just gets to hop around. Nobody can stop him because the entire front line is gone. And this might just be a straight-up ace. It's only Delight that is left available. and he will be taking out a clean ace to the side of Kwangdong Freaks.
And on deal, he doesn't find anyone with a Xenoblade. And you know why? He was but a distraction. Trying to distract them from the menace that is Dudu on this Aatrox. This is why they picked it for him these 2 games in a row. And there he just absolutely annihilates Viper right from the get-go. Bulldog, whatever, just run mid. They are... Oh, Viper. Viper!
Oh, thankfully he has a disengage cone to survive. Dudu is isolated now on the top side. He's all alone. And yes, he is a fed Aatrox. He is surviving for about 8 years and nearly takes Zeka with him, but that is a big pick already from Hanwha Life Esports on to...
Run mid. Like, they could have ended the game. Like a TP there towards that wave, that could have been the difference maker. Instead, they hold them. They want to just ensure that there's no Baron that gets taken. Dudu is going to be up in 35 seconds. Find like that one key engage. This becomes bigger and bigger. That's another bounty going to go over. This gold lead is going to not...
I mean, Viper is on 4 items, but at this point in the game, Ondil pretty tanky. He's just going to go in and face check this one, trying to engage onto that backline and set it up, and now has the Fate's Call to survive, and Peanut is caught out. They finally get it done. They make a play as a team, and they catch the enemy jungler.
They did a thing! Should go the way of Kwangdong.
Okay, they want to go for the turn here. Delight is very far ahead of his team, but he is going to flash away. A near steal from Zeka, but the smite going to ring true. Shockwave going to be pretty difficult to steal that one, I think, at this point. I mean, Dudu is going to once again find the flank, you would imagine. Double stun comes in, but now they're looking for the flip as this flank is a bit late. And now it is going to go to the Rel as you would expect. Doran is in the backline, going to push Bull away from this fight, but he does get taken out. As now the flash forward, the double stun comes in, but can they realistically engage? They're away from their base, though. They're being corralled into the alcove. As 4 members here, some low health bars on the side of Kwangdong Freaks as well, but Delight is barely standing. Trying to engage now onto Cousin. He will just flash away from this one. As the fight will begin, the flash forward from Dudu should be good. As Zondo will go down and a bit of damage goes into Dudu, but it's not going to stop the reset from coming out. As Cuz is on the chase, and he will, in fact, solo be able to take away Viper, and that should be the game from here as Dudu will charge down the mid lane.
And in the end, Kwangdong is going to find the decisive fight that they were looking for. Absolutely pivotal here. They took their time. They were just looking for the perfect angle, Valdez. And now Dudu gonna be ending the game here leisurely by himself. It's taking a little while, but what important front line and already strong mid jungle 2v2. But this Fresh, we'll see how Delight is able to pilot it. Unit isn't anywhere near theirs, and also Cuz is covering. Dudu might be in trouble though, as he's about to find out.
Ghost coming on in, and Dudu is in a ton of trouble, especially with the knockup coming in. He's just going to hit the minions because he knows that he is first-blooded. Very nice. I'm not going to push the envelope on this one.
Not taking any risks is Dudu. If Doran ends...
To do is show his face, and the fact that Cuz isn't here and that there's no other pressure means that Viper gets a plate, denying CS, denying a cannon, even gonna do some poke damage in, and maybe even a kill onto Ondil as they extend that one very far down into the box. It does mean that Ondil has to be the one engaging, right? Otherwise you will just never be able to proc your Aftershock. He finally gets it here, but he's already dead. It's just too much time spent in the box.
Uh-oh.
And in the penalty box he has been this entire game. 0-2, and another kill. A lot of hide on bush. The timing there for Zeka, very unfortunate. Leaves right as Bull face checks that. Got another knock up here. Another all-out will come in, followed by the World Ender just to fly away with those big wings.
Oh, boy.
This time Delight and Peanut are on the chase. Dudu is pretty far away, but with the flash forward, he is going to get it and even predicts the dash, and that'll be the end of Dudu. As rather the predicted flash will not save him this time. Flash in that direction, he had no other direction to go in, so of course I'm gonna get him. And Delight is looking great on this one, but he might be a bit caught out this time around. They are gonna get the kill, and there's no follow-up in the damage. And here comes Doran in the backline, and this time he can go 1v4. He's got his team with him. He is playing Cassante. This is a total wipe in favor of Hanwha Life Esports, Cuz desperate to kill the Thresh, and he can't even do that, as Delight will survive. And it's basically, this is one of those games you're hoping for the Chemtech or something else, because This one is almost definitely going to go in favor of Hanwha Life Esports with how far ahead they are. Although, they might just... Oh, God. You just had his soul ripped out of him. Poor Ondil pulled away from any form of safety. And that'll be his 4th death as Viper will collect the kill. How about a bit more? Ooh, that was close. No cleanse. He was dead if that hit.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the priority that the ultimate of Cassante has caught many a player. Blast Cones, Valdez. Do not toy with me.
Not more blast cones, please. Nothing else. Anything else. We got another hook in here, Delight. You've already got enough POG votes, I think, at this point. He's looking for the 12 out of 12 as now another hook is going to land, and Kwangdong Freecs just desperate to try to find something here. There is no Doran, but you don't need him when you're this far ahead. Peanut will be taken out. Another hook is going to land. And Dudu, he is Aatrox. He is very scary. But I think once another charm comes in, oh, this time is not going to land, but they might still have the chase potential as just barely is going to get.
Having a performance here. Absolutely stellar. 12 out of 13 kills he was involved in this. Oh, because he can ult over the wall.
Yeah, I think he'll actually be fine. It's not going to look good for this fight, though, as Peanut is getting on in there. And they're just chasing. I mean, Ondil's dead. The front line's dead. Hanwha Life Esports just playing with their food. Feeling a bit insulted after game number 2. And out over and over and over with lethality. Varus says, uh-oh.
Oh!
We have kill number 7 on the way. By kill, I mean death. Kind of a unfortunate one for Ondil in this one. From laning phase until now, he has just been fodder for the side of Hanwha Life Esports.
It's a support diff. Unfortunately for Ondil, the counter pick up the Fresh. We know it can work, but they do have to... Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, Delight missed a hook, though.
Yup.
What does it mean? Is the universe the same? Instead, Peanut's going to be the one that tries to set all of these up. He's going to hit that kick as now Cuz desperate to try to fight this one back. As Bull is just going to be assassinated by Assassin Cassante, of course. And now, the rest of them will go down outside of Ondil, who did just respawn and didn't want to go reverse legendary. As Hanwha Life Esports with that. All right.
I would love to do...
let's see if he can do it.
You know, different sporting style. I know Emily Rand at some point did a cast, but styled after figure skating.
Figure skating, of course. Ooh, that was beautiful from Zeka. The dash forward into the flash charm, and they are not very long for this world. As a nice shockwave might actually catch Doran, but who am I kidding? He's playing Cassante. He's totally fine, and Viper will go legendary in this game. Picks up a kill, and Ondil's like, please don't kill me. I'm just going to run this way. Is he even going to be part of this one? As the Q is going to land here on the Bulldog. He goes down. And Ondil is still just hanging out on the east side. Viper is not going to be very nice to him. And will just cue him, flashes forward. That's going to be the end of him. The 10th kill for Viper. He's like, please look at me, media. Give me the votes for the POG. But it's not going to matter. A 2-1 victory for Hanwha Life Esports tonight.